Howdy, and welcome to Brooklyn Tool Garage. This week, working on my 2016 Dart SXT, getting these old shocks off, and putting the new ones on. This right here, I'd say the difficulty level on this is maybe one gear. If you can rotate your tires, you can do this, right? So the time it takes to do it, I'm going to say it takes about one, maybe two tasty beverages, and you'll be done with the job. Alright, let's just get to it. Alright, getting the car ready. Have it jacked up. I'm actually putting it jacked up all the way around because I'm doing an oil change and rotating the tires. So the shock, rear shock, is located right here. I don't think you'd have to have the tire off. I know this cover gets in the way, so if you look up here, what I did last time was trim it back a little bit, right? And it was still a pain, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the tire off and the cover off just to make it a lot easier right there. Also of note, these little pucks right here goes into your pinch weld. That helps out a lot because a lot of times when you go to jack up these cars, I'll show you down here, the point to where you would jack it, see if we get some better light. The point where you jack it is where you need to put the jack stand. So if you come back on the pinch weld and use that piece in there, it won't fold up your pinch welds, right? And then you put the jack stand where you need it. Okay, I got one out. I'm about to get the next one out right there. One thing you might want to do is take some penetrating lube or something like that, WD-40, and spray on these, because if that dirt gets back in there, it's going to be harder to get these out. But it's got two parts to it. I like using a thin one of these. Get back behind it, pull it forward, and I got one out I'll show you here in a second. Looks like we need to come out just a little more, and you'll see why here in a second. Oh, well, that shot across the floor. Okay, so this is what we got. If you see in the little slot right there, right? That slides down and then prevents it from coming out. So as it comes up, it gives it room for that to pinch down and come out. So that's what we're doing on these right here. The other phase of that is these fasteners here are 10 millimeters. I got a deep well 10 millimeter. And I'm just going to go in there and take those off. All right, that holds that in. Okay, here's a little tip. If you're doing this, you don't need to take the whole thing out. You just need to take this half of it out, and you see the shocks right there. This gives you a little bit more access room. Completely not necessary, but it'll help you out. There's a hidden little 8 millimeter bolt right there that holds the flap in, that holds it in place. But you take those little pop things off and a couple 10 millimeters, and it'll fold right back, right? Okay, there it is. The lower mount bolt for the shock has a 15 millimeter. The other side's an 18. Let's get a peek at that. Okay, there it is, up kind of nestled in there, so that's why I have a wrench on it. 18 millimeter. Lower one's out. Inspect it. This I'm going to clean up. Looks a little dirty. All right, next part. There's the trunk. There's absolutely no point in going into the trunk. That's the upper mount. It is held on by 16 millimeter bolts in there, and that just kind of comes out, and then you're able to get these shock out. That's it. Two of these nestled up in behind there. Got it in, no problems really on that dust cover. There's that one little stud, I had to trim it just a little bit to tweak it back into place. I'm gonna finish up my oil change. If you like this content, I have a video I've already done, the oil change video that just popped up right there. Go ahead and click that. There's also a link below if you don't want to watch it right now, which is fine. And I'll see you next time on Broken Tool Garage.